Yes, it is.
Ah.
We are live today with Jay Cookie. Welcome to the
Ooh,
podcast. Really appreciate having you on.
thanks.
Go ahead and tell everyone what your social media is. It's on the screen, but they may not be looking.
J.Cookie_official. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok like that, even YouTube. On Facebook, I'm known as Julia Cook. But you have to put the J Cookie. I always tell people because a white lady pulls up first.
Stupid white ladies.
That's my friend actually.
Oh, okay.
I had wrote her a message and I let her know she's famous for writing books and I was like, wow, we're almost the same.
Yeah,
know?
you should write a book. You really should.
I really should.
Yeah, you really should. I think that'd be a good read, man.
Me too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
All right. So I'm super excited to have you on here because I really think that you're gonna really blow up one day and like become like really large.
Thank you.
But first, before I ask any other questions, I want you to tell me the story of how you came up with the term cock grabbers.
Ha. You know, a lot of the stuff that I do in my life, it just comes to me. I'm really connected to the Lord, and He just drops words in my spirit. You know, I never even heard of cock grabbers until it just came to me one day, and I went with it. That's how Jesus gave me cock grabbers.
Thank you, Jesus, for cock grabbers. I think about cock grabbers at least once a day because the origin story of it is very hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're
I
silly.
do. I am. I have my own term. It's a little bit different. I have cock lockers.
Cock lockers?
Yeah, it's whenever someone passes you up in traffic, gets in front of you, and slows you down, they're locking up your cock. They're cock lockers.
Cock lockers.
Yeah.
See if I can add that to my repertoire.
Yeah. We'll get that one out there. Yeah, absolutely.
Cock lock. I just call them beep beep. Yeah.
Yeah, you beep at them.
No, I be cursing.
Oh, okay.
You
You can curse. This is YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what I say. I tell them bless them.
Oh, okay.
That's what I say.
Yeah, bless them. That's
Yes,
hilarious.
Lord.
All right, where did you grow up? What time were you? Are you from Houston?
Yeah, see, I was born. No, I'm just like I was born in Lawton, Oklahoma, but I came to Houston when I was 2 months old. So I like to say that I'm from Houston. Some people be hating, you know, like when people be born and raised from Houston, they be hating on me. I was raised in Missouri City. Shout out to Mo City with a girl so pretty. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, once I got about 16, 17, I started moving around. So I lived on Southwest, Herm Clark. Shout out to Herm Clark because I lived over there for a good minute. And then now I'm on the Southeast side. This is my first time on the Southeast side. And yes, I'm scared.
Wow. Where in the southeast side are you at?
Right down for Reed.
Oh, yeah, you're not far from me then. Nah, you guys didn't have to go far. That makes me feel good. I have some people that have to actually travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
that's
I was
cool.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like 610 down by OST, like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it took me into the hood. It was like straight. And I normally make a left at 288. But they was like, keep straight past MLK. We out for Christmas. I was like, oh my God.
I'm deep in the trenches here, that's for sure. But you know, I really like my neighborhood. I have a lot of fun here. My neighbors are quiet. There's a police station just a couple blocks away. There's a park. On Sundays, I can hear, the baseball chairs like, come on, yeah, you got it. So, it's like people are living here. I like to think, these are more of like starter homes because they're like 3 bedrooms, small, just 1 bathroom. But
Who would have knew?
Yeah.
South Park, huh?
Yeah. I'm hoping they're going to keep on taking care of it down here.
Yeah. And I'm looking in your eyes right now. You are so genuine.
Yeah. Thank you. I hear that. Yeah.
He's like, it's really good.
It's my neighborhood now, and I like being here, and I have some respect, and I like to take care of the place
That's
a little
nice.
bit.
For real. You know? See, that's my problem. I was judging it based off of myths and rumors that I would hear and not actually living in the area. But no, the people are pretty cool. I think South Park got some of the most creative people, like do it yourself, DIY. I seen a whole girl do a whole wedding elegant from the dollar store. I ain't never seen that before. I would have been trying to buy all that stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She hooked it up.
Man, there's a lot of beauty shops around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You mean like to buy hair?
Yeah, to buy
Half
hair,
facts.
nails. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, for real. Because girls over here, definitely keep that as a priority. Facts.
Well, you got to take care of yourself. And if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't expect anyone else to care.
Facts.
Yeah. And like black hair is more intricate, so you need all the product and all the different techniques and all, everything, all of it at once, all at the same time, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's what the neighborhood is, the local startups are, and then you have like your weed shops, those are
Hi.
RIP,
Yeah, nah, for real. They're going out of business.
Yeah. And
I
just
still
bunch of
see them
entrepreneurs.
up.
Well, they have it like deadlines before they have to get rid of all the stuff, but like it's just the smokable form of it. Like
They didn't
anything
have
with the
good weed
drink,
anyway.
yeah, just the drink is fine. So they'll have to turn into just selling liquids, right?
Yeah.
But
I could only smoke weed. I can't do it, eat it. I can't
Yeah.
drink it. I don't think.
yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot to eat it. It's more
I'm
intense.
30 days sober though.
Oh, congrats!
Shout out to me. And
Yeah.
I ain't white people sober, where they say California sober. I'm like sober, cause white people be doing meth and stuff, and so they be like,
What? Why did you look at your boyfriend when you
I was
said
just
they
letting him
white
know,
people?
just in case he wasn't educated. I was just letting him know what this California sober is.
Okay.
Yeah, so they be like,
This is part of communication during a relationship. Yeah.
right, yeah. So they don't do the hard drugs. They still smoke weed.
Mm-hmm.
But I be like, that's not sober.
Yeah, you're not sober. You're still getting high. You're not sober.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, especially with weed being my problem, I definitely
that
had
was
to.
the choice, the drug of choice.
Yeah,
was weed.
I couldn't. Yeah, we can't just keep going with weed.
Yeah. What was happening to you? What was the last bit where you're like, all right, I'm done now?
Probation.
Okay.
Failing the drug test twice.
Oil.
I was like, and then I don't even know why I'm on probation, because I had got beat up in this fight. That's what they said.
What?
Yeah. So allegedly, I was in this fight, and I remember yelling, but I don't remember fighting. The girl must have hit me in the middle of the fight. And I had a friend. I feel like my friend saved my life. She saved my life. She beat that girl up for me, and the girl used her injuries and pressed charges. But I thought you beat me up. So, it sucks. So I feel like a black man in America right now, where a woman lies on you and press charges, like she hit you, you hit her back, and then she tell the cops, so yeah, she was half white. So she tried to use white on her police report, and I just found out I was black 3 years ago. So
Damn.
they didn't even let me.
I didn't even know.
I didn't know either. I mean, I knew I was African American, but I ain't know I was black, man. So I mean, it's a difference, and I think once you get 40, you'll start to understand what that is. And I just hit 40. Like last year, so.
Would you prefer people calling you African American over black?
Nah, I don't have no difference.
Yeah,
I just feel like I needed to know I was black. I needed to know this so I could know how to maneuver in this world.
Yeah, more like the discrimination is there because of what you are and who you are,
right? Because you know how you
doesn't really seem like apparent and like that it would matter at all.
Right.
I get confused by it all the time. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't really make much sense to me as why someone would be treated differently. If you heard the story of a broken obelisk at the Menil, all right, so this shit is sad. So during the 1960s, the DeMille family was trying to donate a multi-million-dollar sculpture to the city of Houston, but they had one thing that they wouldn't relent on, that they would give them to the statue for free. They had to honor Dr. Martin Luther King and put a plaque there saying this is in remembrance of him. And the city of Houston turned them down.
And yeah, I didn't
because they didn't think Dr. Martin Luther King was worth remembering.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then
I'm not talking about like $3 million. I'm talking tens of millions of dollars the statue must have been worth. And now it sits in front of Rothko Chapel in front of a reflection pool. So it's quite the story.
Wow.
Just based on racism. And then that's the legacy of Houston.
Crazy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Houston is in the history books.
Yeah.
Facts. I only know about the story of Montrose,
Oh, yeah, tell me the story of Montrose. I don't know that one.
Where the gay rights began. Because two gay men were having sex, and there was like an old white lady. They used to live like next door to them, and I guess they were very loud with their sex. And she called the cops, and the cops busted in and arrested them, and I think that was the start of the whole gay civil rights.
Well, Montrose is notoriously gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like the center of the focus for Governor Abbott when he did whatever he did. You know what he did, like abolished all that gay teaching in school and stuff, or you know, because they erased the what's his name, George Floyd. They erased that on the street, and then they erased the rainbow.
Yeah,
over there.
yeah, they got rid of it.
Yeah.
So, Governor Abbott has like a little office in the same building that I work in. It's not like I've ever seen him there, but I thought really hard about like buying a rainbow carpet, you know, like rug, and putting it down in front of the office and be like, oh, it's okay for you. I just couldn't do it because I didn't want to, you know, like bring beef to like my office, you know, like myself. But I had to stop myself from doing that.
You gotta put yourself on the map, man. Sometimes that happens through controversy.
Yeah, but I needed the full-time job. So.
He would have asked you to remove the rug because he can't roll over it. You know, it would have been a deterrent for him. Possibly.
Get it as thin as possible. Slip it under the door. Oh man, yeah, it's so crazy. How we're so prejudiced against these things still yet.
Yeah, and it's actually getting worse because you know what this lady said? She said, you know, they teach you about Black history and stuff in schools, but they don't often teach the children that are Black that it could happen to you. They make
it is happening to you.
They make us feel like it's so far gone to where color isn't a thing until you get 35 and realize it's still a thing.
It's called whitewashing.
And then by the time you realize it's a thing, you already have a record. You already have like all these children by like unwed. You know, you already are knee deep in the system in which you didn't even know you were in. That's the thing that scares me, you know.
Yeah, it's
not for me, but necessarily the people after me. Because now I know, and so I'm trying to, you know.
Well, you know, people will watch this podcast and they'll have an idea of what's still happening out there.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
And like how cool and chill you are and how funny you are, man. And like how we should just have that handshake, man, instead. So tell me about what your comedy is currently, what you do on stage.
Currently, I talk about things that are happening in my life. Huh?
Get a little closer.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
I talk about things that are happening in my life, you know, like in real time, stuff like that. Things I've been through, my family, and other things that are like fantasy. Some things are fantasy. I tell the truth so hard to where you don't know what's real or not, and so that's how I like it. It leaves me room to play with imagination, I believe.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, shout out to me.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Cookie. I'm not gonna deny that. That's why we have you here.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think you're gonna be like one of the biggest comics from Houston.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know?
Like you came so fast and so funny. Like if you're this funny, like you're always going to be at least this funny. So.
Yeah. You know, a comic told me once that there's two kind of comics out here. One that says things funny and one that says funny things. Yeah, one that says funny things and one that says things funny. You know, and he was like, you're the one that says things funny.
Yeah.
That was from Jesse Payton, you know, so he's a respected comic out here.
Yeah, I know
and
Jesse.
Just no random tell me that.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Jesse.
But like your act is really good. You got good cadence. You set people up and you have your punchline. You know, like I see a lot of entertainers out there that I'd call them more entertainers than comics because they got stories without punchlines. But
yeah,
you get to your punchlines quickly and often.
Oh, shout out to me. Because I'm
going to let you do that one more time. Then.
Yeah, that's what I do. I have like ADHD or something. I just say that to fill in the gaps. I didn't even want to be a comic. I didn't know nothing about comedy. So when you say about my cadence and things like that, it's really nice to hear because it's like
there's still room for improvement. That's why I think you're going to blow up because you're just going to see other comics destroy and you're going to take from them. You're going to be opening for big people soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it here first.
Yeah. Yeah, because like you don't have to work hard to get to your punchlines. They come so natural to
You
you.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was funny like that. I mean, I knew I was funny. You know, it's almost like Black Right, where I knew I was funny, but I didn't know I was funny. Like I didn't know this could be comedy. I just was cracking jokes at the house in my
Yeah.
classroom.
If you
know?
get people to laugh there, you can get people to laugh on from the stage.
Facts.
Yeah.
I know, but on the stage it's totally different. People are staring at you and stuff, and they're like expecting, and then the lights are on, so you feel like a freshly baked chicken. And
Did it take you a minute to get over the stage fright?
yeah, but it's stage fright. This is the thing I had to learn, that it's always going to be there, you know, especially if you're good. And the more you do it, like you're only going to get bigger stages. So I realized that it's definitely always going to be there. You know, I came into comedy after somebody died, so
Yeah.
that kind of pushed me.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
I mean, we can. I talk about it in my set a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I had a husband. He
Mhm.
passed away. But I tell people that you know, I also you know, was having an extramarital
Mhm.
whatever what that is. Was I having an affair? Oh my god.
Oh
Oh my god. I was like having that as well. And so I just remember the boyfriend would like push me into like my music and stuff like that, because I be doing music sometimes.
Okay, you got that singing voice. I can hear it.
You know. But and when he died, I was like, oh, maybe that's why he was pushing me, because time, you know. And then when my husband died like 10 months later, I was like,
What?
damn.
You're
You
killing
know?
all the men.
I don't know. I tell a joke where I say I got killer pussy. Gotta
Oh,
have it.
damn.
Nah, I'm just playing. But nah, that shit ain't had nothing to do with me.
Right, hair flip, hair flip.
Yeah, that shit ain't had nothing to do with me. You know,
I know, it's just
one
coincidence.
got murdered and the other had
Yeah.
a heart attack at his job. And I used to tell him about putting that job before me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What it is they don't want to listen to me. You should listen to me.
Yeah.
I might sound like I don't know
I'm
a
gonna
lot,
just,
have a lot.
put this out there, but guys in life, you should be listening to your women because they care about you, and also like they won't ignore all the signs you're going to ignore, so you should just do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Nike.
Yeah, like be like Nike. Listen to the girlfriend. Mikey does it.
Okay.
All right. Where do you think your comedy's going to head to? Where do you think it's going to go?
Hopefully all the way to the top. I was just talking to Chad about this, you know, and I was just talking to Chad GPT, and it had told me, it was like, girl, you on your way. Cause you know, a lot of people will tell you that you need to be clean in an essence, and I'm like really, really dirty.
Oh, yeah, it's glorious, though. You're so
know.
funny. Because your jokes are dirty and raunchy, but, like, they land hard. And it's more, I'd say, like, guttural, you know, like, from here. Like, you
Yeah.
can't.
And you're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, you're going to have, like, those waves of laughter. Because, yeah, when you hit
Yeah.
those jokes. It's,
Yeah, I see the people's faces. They a lot of people take gasps before they laugh. They're like, "Ah."
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
hard to get that shock and
Yeah.
funny at the same
Yeah,
time. That's
they're
where
like,
most
what?
comics miss.
You know, and that's why I be trying to tell my boyfriend that's what I'm working on out here. You know what I'm saying? To get more of that. So, you know,
Yeah, very cool.
God be with me.
Yeah, very cool, man. Where do you think your voice is going to go as far as your comedy?
Oh.
You going to keep on talking about the same topics, or do you have ideas to
No,
branch?
one day I might you know, I'm a black person, so I'm like, one day I might tell them how I got over, you know. But I don't know. I'm still trying to find my voice and find what I'm really supposed to say. Cause a lot of me right now, I feel is just I feel like I found some hacks. I hate to say. It's the only reason I'm saying it is because I'm one of the people who like if a hater hates on me, I you know, I take it in consideration. I hate to say it. I might take some things in consideration. And I've been called a hack before because of my dildo bit, you know. And And it's not, I feel like God could have gave me the hacks, you know? And then like for me, comedy is about survival, doing what I can within those 10 minutes or whatever the allotted time is. And so, you know, some things that I say that might be raunchy is, in order to survive my time on the stage. Because one thing that I learned from like starting in bars is that like you could talk about your children, but it doesn't get people to turn around, you know, from the bar or disengage in their conversations. So that's why sometimes I may say something like, you know, raunchy, just to get people's attention, you know. So I might call that a hack. You know, I found comedy hacks. You know, it doesn't work for everybody, but it works for me.
Oh, that's cool. You're starting to develop your voice, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And but see, I actually I'm impressed by comics who can do that without being raunchy. But those people have been doing it for like longer.
They've been at it for a bit more. Yeah.
And so hopefully one day I can be like them.
Yeah, you will get there.
Yeah.
I think you will. Because I see your voice as something that's very powerful, and people are like prone to it. Like they'll find you.
My presence, like one thing I've learned is like sometimes I can just grab the mic and people, they like sometimes like I don't necessarily write. You know, I be feeling like I'm Jay-Z of comedy because you know like if ever I write, you know, and so I don't really write, but I would like to write more because sometimes the things that people find funny, not necessarily a punchline. Like they might like the way I say and, they might like when I say ha, they might like when I say shout out to me. You know what I'm saying? I've had laughs just when I say shout out to me, you know, after I've said my punchline. You know, so it's like that's one of the challenges I find sometimes in funny is not in my funny is not knowing what was funny, because even with my whole comedy bit, like me talking about the men that have passed, or I'll be talking about my son or my daughter, I didn't know that stuff was funny, you know, until I just presented it in a funny way.
So you didn't write any of it down, you just delivered it?
I just told the story, yeah. And that's what I do all the time. I don't necessarily write it down. It's only one joke I wrote, and I don't normally tell it, you know.
Okay, so your punchlines just come to you while you're there?
Yeah.
Just know
that's
them?
That's why I talk about, like, it's surviving that time for me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I say sometimes, if comedy taught me anything, it's taught me how to pray. Because I be backstage praying like a mug. I'll say the Lord's Prayer like 10, 20 times, asking that, you know, like the Lord just help me relate and stuff like that, be able to you know, be accepted or whatever like that.
What's your relationship with God?
I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? Nah, I'm just playing.
I'm an Orthodox Jew.
Okay. I knew a Jew once in my life. I knew a Jew, and his name was Jesus. Nah.
Wow, you're going to hit me with that one?
But even then, like, I'm pretty sure people might not believe that my comedy could come from the Lord, you know. But I like to push the fact that God comes in all shapes, colors, and sizes, and breeds, and so, you know, I just like to think that God is with me in whatever I do. Some of this stuff, like, people don't believe.
Even after like all of the trials you've been through?
Yeah, even
it
after.
hasn't like wavered you to like think there is no God ever?
I mean, sometimes I might question, but then he'll show me, you know, other ways, or I just keep going, you know. One of the ways to get over is gratefulness. So if I find something to be grateful for, if it's just opening my eyes or whatever, another opportunity, you know, those kind of things help me get over. But yeah.
Oh yeah, and again, congratulations about booking the Riot. That's amazing.
I know,
I'm really
right?
proud
Shout
of you.
Shout out to the Riot.
Yeah, shout out to the Riot.
You know
yeah, very dope comedy club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get booked more places too. Out of town, I'm really trying to focus on more out of town gigs.
So you're going to try to go on tour a little bit?
Every
time you go out of town, you're on tour.
Right. I should look at it like that.
No, even if you're going like out one town over, you're going to San Antonio for one mic and you're coming back, you just were on tour.
I think if I go to 3 open mics in one night, I'm on tour in the city.
Yeah. That's because you don't want to leave the house. You got a cute boyfriend at home.
I know. He make it hard now. Yeah. I used to be outside every day.
Damn.
Now I'm all in the house.
Yeah.
Now and then
Does he cook for you?
Yes, he does. Shout out to you. You're a
Oh,
great cook.
good job, Rome, man.
Yeah,
What's
that's
up?
Rome
What's
over
up?
there.
It's Rome in the corner, just supporting her.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, that's the cutest ever. It's RJ, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, he's so cute. He's been doing all your BTS all day, and it's like
Uh-huh.
really sweet.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like really sweet to see. I love seeing it, man. It's really cool to have that support. Sometimes you have to go a whole lifetime before you can find something like
I
that.
know it did feel like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's really sweet when you got it.
Mhm.
It really helps with that whole belief thing too.
Yeah, not for real.
Mhm.
I think that's a little bit on why he came too, to help restore. Cause I lost my son,
Mhm.
and losing a child can really make you question your faith.
Yes. If nothing
it,
else will.
It was hard for me to go to church the first couple months after I lost my son because just listening to the pastor talk about the promises of God and I just lost my child was very, very hard for me. So I quit going for a little bit. I would still try to tune in, streaming, because that's my way of combating the devil. I put it on my TV. I become
Okay.
a bedside Baptist. But
Bedside Baptist. That's crazy.
hallelujah. Hallelujah. But no, yeah. And then he came back into my life, and I really think that that's about restoration.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So is he clean as well as cook?
Yeah, he's
Nice.
a really clean guy.
Handsome, cooks, clean. So you got all three. There you go.
Yes. He got all four, cause
Oh boy, someone's eating more than just Snickers.
you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Okay, it's a little bit crude, but what? Speaking of food, what's your favorite place in Houston? Where do you like to eat at?
BB's. I hate to say it. All my friends hate it because that's all I always want to go eat there. But I really love BB's and Chili's. Man, I really mess with the Chili's.
Very
but because I've been there.
But what's local that it's just like a mom and pop type of place that you would go eat
like
at?
something small.
Yeah, it's like something that's like out of the norm that people wouldn't know about.
We eat at Pie Burns a lot.
Pop Burns?
Yeah, the grocery store. They got the little. Yeah, they got the fresh market.
Okay.
And we go over there and grab us a plate. They be having oxtails, turkey necks. They got the dirty rice with the gravy on there.
Oh, so you like soul food?
Yeah, soul food for sure.
There's a place I like that's around the corner called Lard Have Mercy.
Oh, we just saw that. Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You was like, you wouldn't spell loud like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's
It's
look, you
good,
got to give it
like
up to the joke restaurants, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the hamburger. It was good. It was
Oh,
good.
they got a hamburger over there?
They got a hamburger. I tried the hamburger and I tried the shrimp. Both were really good.
Oh, we should.
Yeah.
You think they open?
They should be open until like 6. You can Google it a little bit.
We might go pull up over there.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, tell them when you get there that's the name of my new podcast. Recommended.
Sentence.
So I can, try to get that sponsorship or some shit.
Definitely, or
yeah.
discount on your next order. Or something.
Yeah.
I
Something.
got you.
Yeah, you got to have those hookups, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
who you could tell that I sent you.
What did you eat? That's hilarious. What did you eat growing up that you can't get out of your head?
What did I eat?
Yeah, what was the one meal mom made over and over again that you've had enough?
Oh, one time I had abandoned corn, but I'm kind of messing with it again now. But for a good portion, I don't know. It was like when I was like 3 one time. I took a bite of corn, and I was already eating it. Like, I don't know if I was 3, maybe 6. Give me a little bit more. But I don't know. Somebody had it at a birthday party. That's all I remember. And I didn't eat corn for like 20 years.
Was it that bad?
It was, who has corn at a birthday party? Maybe that's why I got mad. I don't know why I got mad, but I straight boycotted corn for like 20 years.
Yeah, and that's not cake.
Yeah, but now I'm kind of, now I'm grown now, so I kind of incorporated it back in my diet, especially with spaghetti. I like.
You're
corn.
putting corn in spaghetti?
No, I like corn on the side.
Oh, okay. Whew.
I ain't doing all
Well,
that.
we had trouble for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we were putting corn in our spaghetti, but it turns out it was off to the side. We were
it's to the
safe.
side.
We
You
were
think
safe.
spaghetti is a side dish?
Yeah, you should have some main protein source besides for just spaghetti, right?
I didn't know that about you.
I mean, I'll eat.
I
Don't get me
know,
wrong.
yeah.
Like dinner is just like the pasta, but like
Yeah.
I still like. I wouldn't just like order a pasta at a restaurant. I'm like, this is what I came here for.
Wow.
Right?
Now spaghetti is definitely the main dish for me.
Yeah.
You know, then I'm gonna do it with salad, corn, and a breadstick. Yeah, it's only been since I've been grown. People been talking about fish and spaghetti, or you know, what I'm saying having a source of protein, like it ain't protein in the spaghetti. With the hamburger meat, is that protein? Yes.
I wasn't answering that. I knew the answer.
I
I'm not getting set up. You can't
Yeah.
set me up on my own podcast.
just want to ask you another one then.
Yeah,
since we're
yeah,
on the
okay.
food.
Yeah, of course.
Salt or sugar in your grits?
Okay, so grew up Jewish, grew up north, so I've definitely had it both ways. Let's see. I'm gonna go with. I'm a sweet tooth. I'm gonna go with the sugar.
Woo! Burn, 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 burn.
But I grew up north. I grew up north, so I definitely had both grits with salt in it, and you know, like being
Yeah.
Jewish. Like, have you ever had pickled herring?
Nah.
Nah,
Tell me what that is.
it's pickled herring.
I don't eat that. I don't eat that.
What about gefilte fish? You ever have to eat that?
Nah, but I remember that was in the movie.
Yeah, it's pike, and what they do is they mash it up and they form it into lumps, and then they serve it to you with carrots and like gelatinous fat.
Yeah, I'm a pass. That's gonna be a hard no.
How about cow tongue? Have you ever cooked and eaten cow tongue?
Nah, but they've been showing videos talking about they call it barbacoa and all this here.
The
So-
face meat, yeah.
Yeah, so now everybody we like, what is that at Chipotle? You know,
I
'cause-
doubt it's the same, but
yeah, it's
it
definitely
could be.
not.
It could
It's
be, but I
definitely not.
doubt
But
it's the
they could have had guided me.
Mm-hmm.
They could have had guided me, and I'm glad they didn't. Cause they say it's another part. It's just roast.
Yeah, mostly.
Cause I like that on my bowl, barbacoa. It's like brisket to me.
You should be eating all the animal. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Well, actually, kosher people only eat from the front half of the animal. So, like the
I eat
back of
chitlins.
the chitlins. Oh, what's chitlins?
It's the pig intestine. I don't
Oh
believe
no,
it.
no piggies. No,
Yeah.
I'm not eating no piggies.
Oh yeah, cause you Jew. What about you don't eat no
Ish.
bacon?
We're gonna require the ish there.
Yeah, Jewish.
No, you were
Yeah.
fine. That was hilarious. No, I definitely had it. Jalapeno poppers were my like favorite food, but I had to give it up when I started trying to do more Orthodox Jewish stuff.
Right. So no bacon, no sausage.
No bacon, no sausage. yeah.
Let me tell you what I thought about
You can
racism.
get sausage with like sheep intestine though, so that's fine. Sheep's kosher.
Sheep intestine.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
All right.
I don't know. I ain't ate that.
It's like casing. So like the sausage is encasing. It's pork intestine casing. Yeah. It's pork casing. It's an intestine. So they just use the sheep one instead of a pork one.
But
Crazy.
The same thing with the intestine. The same thing you're talking about is with
Yeah.
chitlins too.
Yeah.
They use the chitlins from the pig, so it's pig intestines.
Oh, so it's pig intestines encased in pig intestines.
No, it's chitlins is pig intestines cleaned out and cooked.
Gotcha.
Yummy.
By itself.
Yeah, they clean it out, clean all of it.
So it's just the casing is what you're eating.
Cook it like a meat.
Yummy.
Gotcha.
Gravy sauce.
I've really been slowing
Okay.
down on my chitlin eating though, cause I don't want my cholesterol. all
The
high.
boyfriend loves the chitlins, by the way.
Nah,
It's-
I don't think he eat it.
no, it doesn't look like
But
it.
this what I want to tell you what I thought about people who eat pork and racism.
Okay.
Because as a comic, you have to talk about different topics, perhaps.
Mhm.
And one that I was playing with at the time was racism, and then I was in front of different audiences, and so some people don't like flat out racism in their jokes, right? Like as an audience. So I had to teach myself. I said it's just like when people say they don't like pork, They they don't eat pig. So, but I say you might catch them eating bacon and sausage. So if you wrap your racist jokes in bacon or sausage, they may be better to indulge. I don't know if I said it right, but that's basically what I was trying to say. So that's how it's easier to digest.
Yeah.
Facts, because you gotta maneuver different things like white guilt. You know, when you're telling jokes. So
I have none, by the way.
shout out to you. You don't look like you should.
Yeah, my family came after World War II, like, or
You
during,
are,
so,
you are
you
in
know.
South Park talking about it's a great neighborhood. I don't think you have. You
Well,
know?
I don't think it's a great neighborhood. I think it's not what the reputation says it is.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I still think it's a low-income neighborhood. I'm not going to say there's mansions down there, but there's like a really nice house at the end of the block where they got like big stones as sculptures and like a bird bath and like really awesome nice stuff, and the yard's well groomed, and they take the time and they really care about it, and edges are trimmed, so
Wow.
so you can still
Yeah,
love
those
where you're
edges are
at.
trimmed,
Yeah, you can still love where
Facts.
you're at,
Facts.
you don't. Because a lot of people are renting, so it's like hard to give a shit when it's not yours and it will never be yours,
Right.
and you feel like you're stuck here
Yeah.
and you can't afford to go anywhere else. Like
Facts.
it gets really easy not to report that leaky roof, or maybe they won't fix the roof even though you mentioned it 3 times.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep.
Yeah, there's different situations for everyone. I was at the optometrist yesterday, getting set up for new glasses and things, and there was this lady who I was waiting, from the eye exam area, so I didn't see her. There was this lady who was essentially, she was very upset that she already paid for the eye exam and the glasses aren't like included, even though she had like insurance. She's like, "You mean I got to pay for these glasses too?" And she's like, "Well, yes. I mean, that's your copay. That's the copay part of it." And like like the eye exam was covered, like up to a point. She's like, "I already paid for the eye exam," and she's like, "Yes, that was your copay, but like your insurance isn't covering the glasses. Like, you still have to pay for the frames. Like maybe the lenses themselves are covered, but the frames aren't."
Wow.
And she was trying her best to, keep her cool, but she was losing it. She's like, "I don't have $300, like I can't. I already paid you." And they're like, "Ma'am, you paid the copay, like you still have to pay for the glasses."
Did you pull out your camera on her?
No, I was behind the wall, like waiting for the eye exam, and
And you just heard her.
I was just like, my heart went out because like I know it's like she didn't have the money for glasses, she needs glasses.
Yeah, it's tough out here.
Yeah, if she had that money, she wouldn't be like getting angry, She would have been like, this sucks, and just paid for it.
Yeah.
But when you don't, like, you thought insurance covered you, I mean, like, she probably should have read her insurance form, but she's paying for insurance. She's trying.
Yeah.
She can't have the glasses, too, It's real tough.
Dang. Insurance is a scam.
Yeah, but you need it, too. You never know. You never know.
Yeah,
You lose an arm or some shit.
I got my insurance through Healthcare for the Homeless. So what you have to do is just go tell them you don't have a place to live, and then like boom, automatic free healthcare.
But what if they see you have a driver's license and with an address listed?
But where I live is like housing. So I'm getting ready to get into a house, but I'm just saying like where I live is included.
Oh,
They have
that's
a
cool.
clinic on property.
That's cool.
I live in some apartments.
Yeah. You would consider them low income apartments? Like I consider this a low income neighborhood.
Yeah, probably. And see, that's another thing. I didn't even know that was black, like low income. Wow, that's why I'm saying.
It doesn't necessarily mean black. I have Latino neighbors, but it definitely seems to be all the people that aren't desired by the white people, straight up.
Wow, crazy.
It was crazy to me to think that like that matters so much to people. Like when we all are eating at the same places, going to the same churches,
Right.
like going to the same parks. I was just at the Centennial Gardens yesterday, and we saw everyone there. We saw black people, we saw Latino people, we saw Indian people, we saw white people. We saw
Come on,
black
Houston.
people. We saw everyone there, and where everyone was just walking around, looking at the flowers, taking pictures of themselves. It's springtime, so there's a lot of prom photos going on.
Oh yeah.
But like everyone was just the same. But all of a sudden, when we get on the one-on-one, like there's an issue for you to have this job. There's an issue for you to be in this neighborhood. Like we're the same though.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's getting real bad. Yeah. Like you said, you can't buy candy on SNAP benefits anymore. No soda. Like They just, low income people don't deserve to have something sweet. Like low income people are too stupid to know that to only buy candy with their SNAP benefits.
Right.
Like, did they do any research on this
They
first?
trying to put the Cool Cup lady out of business. That's what
Mm.
it is. People who probably buy candy and sell it for profit.
You mean like the little kids who sell in the parking lots? And
Yeah,
things
or
like
at the
that.
schools or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, trying to stop people hustle. And then so they gotta eat. So then I guess
Well, they're
gotta
only doing
sell
that
crack.
hustle because they're put in that position that they need to think like that to do that hustle, which was
Exactly.
just another byproduct of being in that low income neighborhood.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
How they do it?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I have no nails. I can't do it with you.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
yeah, man, it's
So
real
it's
sad.
horrible.
And I try to think that I'm progressive too.
And
you
me
know?
too. My mom gave me the name Julia, so I feel like I'm, a little mixed, so hopefully that name transcends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you're going to have some places open up for you soon. Like people start, once you hit that level, people start to treat you a little bit different. Like, oh, this one is different. Like that's what
Yeah.
they say in their heads,
Yeah, I'm different.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
two
we're
shades.
all different, but we shouldn't be treated based solely on our like
And see, that's what I didn't know.
exclusivity to be like top talent.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We shouldn't have to be more talented than everyone else in the world just
Just
to
to be.
have the same individuality. The allotment of the same individuality is kind of
Yeah.
messed up.
What's the last book you read?
The Little Prince.
What's that about?
The Little Prince is a child story written by Exupéry. It's really sad at the end.
Oh man.
Yeah, can't believe it's a children's book.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really cool. Dude used to fly secret missions during and after World War II, doing like scouts. Like back when, if you flew in a plane, you didn't know if you were just going to crash somewhere. In fact, the story was inspired by one time he went down in like the savannah and he had to like survive for 2 weeks trying to fix his plane. Like if your plane crashed, you had to fix it yourself and try to like, I hope this will work now. Like fly that info back up in the air and try to see if you were able to, like fix the wing or something. You never know. It's all kinds of crazy, doing that back in the day. But yeah. That was the last book. How about you? What was the last book you read?
The Bible.
The Bible.
Nah.
How far did you get in that? No, for real. Have you ever finished it?
Nah, I don't make it to Revelation often.
Okay. I think the battery just went out on that one. See, this is the part about live podcasting you gotta love.
Yeah. Real issues, real time.
I mean, I wouldn't call it much of an issue. I'd say it's more like a slight delay or an interruption, but
Yeah.
it's working with the gear you have instead of
That's what I'm
renting a
talking
studio or like spending a load of money that you don't need to spend. I get that question all the time. How should I start my new podcast? I'm like, what camera do you have now? Use that one.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use
If you have clean audio,
iPhone
you're already
camera.
there. That's all you really need to worry about.
Okay.
If you got that good recorder, I would do it with that. Just that good recorder,
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
You don't need work with what you have to get more.
Yeah. Until, it's time to upgrade if you make some profit,
Big facts.
But like you gotta plan for what you have and make it work. All this gear here has been like a collection of different audio and camera stuff I gotten over like the last 10 years or so. None of it was meant to work together.
Ha, but look
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah, I just hobcobbled it all together, kind of. But it's part of my passion. Is what I do every day at my work. But yeah.
You work at the camera store?
Yeah, I work at a Photo Rental Source. It's a great place to go to rent out camera gear if you need that telephoto zoom for, getting birds on vacation, or if you just want to do a podcast, or, you're trying to do some, you're a photographer and you try and do some fancy prom photos and you want to rent a better lens to try it out. That's what we do.
Wow.
It's a really cool spot, and what I really like about it is the owner gives a crap about us. He really cares. He makes sure we're taken care of. He pays everyone a salary instead of just like an hourly wage, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool. And we got to, you know, borrow gear for our own personal endeavors, which, you know, we need to know how every piece of gear in that building works. And
Yeah.
we have over 1,000 inventory pieces.
Wow.
So knowing how every piece works, like I got to take some of this home, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only real way. But I did work at a rental house before this previously where they wanted to charge me for using the same gear.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think that...
Screw those people.
Yeah, I think he was just like being petty, honestly. Like when I first started working there, they had a studio, like an actual photo studio. So like I was getting paid $12 an hour to work that job. So on my off day, I booked the studio time around, you know, other people who didn't use it. Like I knew no one else could book it anymore because it was too late. And I would bring in clients and, you know, I'd photograph them with my own camera and my own flashes and like not using any of their lights. And the owner came up to me and he said, "Do you think it's fair, like, wow, that you use the studio and you make money when there's running electricity and I have to pay for the electricity?"
Wow.
And he looked at me and said, "This time is okay. I'm not going to charge you this time, but if you want to book the studio next time, you have to pay me for it." I'm like, all right, you know, like, I guess this is going to be this job.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, eventually I found a photo rental source when they were looking to hire someone new, and I messaged them, and I left that rental house, and it was the best decision I made in my whole life. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Shout out to Photo Rental Source.
Yeah.
They're really cool. Go there if you need high-end video gear. They got FX3s. We got, you know, we got camcorders. We got all the Sony, all the Nikon, all the Canon mirrorless. If you're looking to shoot anything, we got it.
Wow. I heard that, right? Boom.
Yeah.
Get tapped in.
Yeah, it's where to go. And they're kind of like my unofficial official sponsor because like I'm using some of their gear right now to, you know, record and do all this fun stuff.
Wow.
Do you
I
have
know,
any
you have a lot of
hobbies besides for comedy?
No, yeah, because comedy is definitely a hobby.
Well, is it your hobby or is it your career now?
I know. I should switch it, right? Because I do get paid.
Look at you. And you got that like little you know, in Bruce Lee, it was like,
Yeah.
like I've entered my kung fu. Yeah,
Okay.
like you're not winning.
No, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, hobbies. I really chill. One of my favorite things to do is just like clean up my house. I know.
You're a bit of a
boring.
neat freak.
Yeah, I like to reorganize and repurpose things that I already have, you know.
But definitely no hoarding stuff.
Yeah, it's not gonna be no hoarding around me. I don't do that one. You know. And I like to just groan about how I hate my body and just wish for a better
That's
life.
the hobby.
I do that.
It's complaining about being fat. It's your hobby.
I mean, I do it a lot. So
I feel like I'm also participating in your favorite hobby.
Yeah.
Because
we
complaining
just
about being
groan,
fat,
just
yeah.
wish for a better life, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I be doing that one too, you know.
You play what I would spend the lottery winnings on, that game.
You know, yeah, cause it can't even be my body right now and that makes me sad because
You would spend money on your body, like getting the surgeries?
Yeah, I want to do surgery, but
What surgery would you do on your body?
I would do I want a mommy makeover.
What's
where
the mommy makeover?
They do a tummy tuck.
Okay.
Because I have a pouch.
Okay.
They do a breast lift
Okay.
because my titties been depressed since I was 12.
Okay.
And I call them depressed because they always looking down. And,
I knew what you meant because like guys stare at titties a lot, but
mine always got their head down.
oh boy.
And some lipo. I was recently looking for that, and they told me my BMI was too much. Basically saying I'm too fat for surgery. So
So they want you to do what, the GLP-1 for a year or some shit?
yeah, something like that. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that stuff? The GLP-1, the diet loss stuff.
I'm looking for it right now. I got several appointments scheduled for next week.
Are you going to give yourself a shot or are you going to do a pill?
I want to do a shot.
It's more effective, is what I hear.
I hope so, because I went to this one clinic and they gave me a shot, and I think it was just a metabolism booster because I ain't lose nothing.
Mm.
I got the most weight loss when I was trying Coke that one time.
Okay.
I lost 20
Oh,
pounds.
that was like 3 years. That one time I tried Coke for 3 years.
Yeah. Tight, yeah. And but no, I had I started gaining my weight back, so I don't even participate with that anymore.
Yeah, you can't be doing that nonsense.
Yeah, no, anyway, yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot, man. It's a
That's why
lot.
you gotta be careful type people you have around you for sure.
Yeah. If you have the wrong people around you, they'll bring you down real fast.
Real fast.
Mhm.
Want to see it.
Yeah, it's really sad too. Or like people who are depressed, because it's like, how do you make them better because they can't help themselves right now?
Right, yeah, definitely. They don't believe they can even deserve better.
Mhm.
Definitely a mind state that I was in at one time
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Yeah, well, you have very legitimate reasons to be depressed. Like,
Yeah.
no one would take that away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what did you do? What turned yourself around?
I was joking about it, laughing about it, because there's a scripture that say only God can turn your God would turn your mourning into laughing, and there was this lady, because I did comedy for where I live one time, and the lady said, I don't know how I can be able to do that, and I said, hell, half y'all crazy anyway. We all go to the clinic up here taking medicine. So if you just start laughing in the middle of your morning, that might help you too. So that's one reason I like comedy, because things can't get me down now, because I can just turn it into a joke. I even turned my son dying into a joke, you know. You ever heard it where I say he should have prayed over his pills? Because I pray over my drugs. I pray over all the drugs that I take, you know, and I didn't get a chance to tell my son that, you know, and I'm like, he should have prayed,
Yeah.
because you never know what's in them.
Oh, damn.
I say grace over my drugs, basically.
You say grace over the drugs. Oh, you want it to be effective, and maybe the spirit. There might be some placebo to that, but it's really romantic.
What's that?
Praying over your drugs,
Yeah.
that connection you have with God.
Yes, because they say
You want healing.
Yeah.
Who provides healing?
Yeah. In all thy ways, I acknowledge the Lord. He would direct my path. A lot of people that I know don't want to talk to God when they're high, but I think that's the perfect time to talk to him.
Yeah.
So
You're
that's what
definitely
I
more
do.
perceptive,
Yeah.
or
I
have a
know.
different level of perception.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
I would be right there next to him. I'd get so high.
That was so crazy. But your favorite drug was weed.
Yeah, that was definitely my starter, for sure. And then I never really liked alcohol, but after I turned like 23, 24, I started drinking alcohol. And then after a while, weed and alcohol became like close friends. Like I couldn't do one without the other.
So you can't smoke anymore because you're afraid you'll drink again, or you don't drink anymore because you know
Yeah,
you'll
I
smoke
definitely
again?
can't drink right now because I know I'm going to want to smoke. 'Cause as soon as I get drunk, I'm going to be like, where the weed
Oh, yeah.
at? Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah. So you have that to watch out for
Baby.
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you want to shout out to while I have you here? Anything you want to promote?
No. Who I can shout out to? My baby, my kids. But other than that, I don't like a lot of people. So
Okay. One final question. Where do you want your voice to be?
at the top of a mountain like wisdom, calling out, nobody listening. No, I don't know. I don't know. That's like it's kind of a complex question.
Yeah, it's a little philosophical. I wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
Where do I want my voice to be?
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't never really thought about it, but I've always just wanted to tell people how I overcame and hope that it inspires them to do the same.
So does it matter where that voice shows up?
Nah, because right now it's showing up in bars and clubs, you know, so, but hopefully, you know, it will, you know, go to more places. I've always had like this dream of me speaking to a large crowd, not sure where it'll be, but yeah.
What will be the purpose of that?
You know, my birthday is a day after Martin Luther King, so I think it can inspire change. Maybe, who knows? I know that's a far.
I know you
stretch.
can inspire change.
That's a far stretch.
No, I know you can inspire change.
But,
You could do it. That's what you want your voice to be. I believe that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. You never know. You know, Dick Gregory started out as a comic and then ended up becoming a political activist. So you just never know. Oh, yeah, he's telling me I got my website to promote.
Of course.
Yeah, shout out to my website.
Shout out to my, it's like, that's the name of my new podcast for me. That's your joke.
Yeah, shout out to me.
Yeah, shout out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna get some shirts made that say that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's got to be a hashtag.
Yeah, at this point, because I say it so much. I like to tell people where I got it from. My son used to watch Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Okay.
And there was a character on there played by Brenda Song. I forget what the character name was, but she used to always say, "Yay me," and because she was rich and stuff. If you ever watched that show, and so me and my homegirl, even though we were grown, we used to say that all the time, like "Yay me, yay me," and then I think it just evolved to shout out to me.
Yeah, it's definitely dope. That's definitely the dopeness. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead and plug it.
The website is pantherlifeglobal.net. We're doing big things there. Ramazetti is on there. I'm on there as well, along with some other featured artists. And
I'm going to put it on the screen. Tell me how to
spell it.
Yeah, 1 second. Once I figure out how to get to that point, will it let me? Yeah, spell it for me.
www.
Uh-huh.
Pantherlife, PANTHERLYFE.
LYFE.
Global.net.
Global.net. All right. And Rome, can you look over your shoulder to make sure I spelled it right?
Yeah.
If you can see that shit. It's going to pop up in like a few seconds. Did I spell it right? You just can't see it?
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah.
It's right under the
that
J cookie
blue.
on the left. Yeah, I'll go a little bit more to the left with the blue. All right, I'm going to change the color of it. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm going up.
You see where the writing is?
Then you just go in a little menu with her name.
Yeah, I'm going to see. Okay. All right, let's change the color. Select color. I select color, I say. Let's try a red. Boom.
Okay, yeah, I see it now, man. You gotta look at that.
Yeah. I changed the color to like pink, so just make sure I spelled that right for me, Rome.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you would do it. And then just search J Cookie over there.
No, it says J Cookie and it says pantherlifeglobal.net.
Right, so once they pop in, it's gonna go to the home page.
Oh no, it's not hyperlinked. It's just they'll have to enter it themselves. So I had to make sure I spelled it right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah, that's so dope. All right, that's so cool. And of course, everyone. Oh, just let me change the camera for a second. You can check me out at owenstevensphotography.com. You can see me at Rosenbaum Draws on Instagram, Facebook. You can see that's the name of my new podcast on YouTube. On TikTok, that's the name of my new podcast, or for the shortcut, just type in RBomb. That's RBOMB. And yeah, that's where you can find me. Always and forever, special thank you to Photo Rental Source for being super dope, for putting up with all my shit, and for giving everyone FX3s to rent for their awesome podcast. Not giving them. You have to rent it and you have to pay a deposit, guys. Don't be stupid. All right. Anything else you want to say, Jay?
Thank you for having me. Be sure to follow me if you're listening. I do have things upcoming. I don't have like my schedule lined out yet, except for 2 shows that I have on the 6th and the 7th. But
where are those shows at?
One is at Pitch 25, which is a bar downtown. I'm doing that with Charles Allen and Brady Bob. And then the 7th will be at the Riot. And then I fill in my schedule. So if you want to stay tuned with me, just come follow me and I'll keep you posted.
Absolutely. You're the best.
I know.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks everyone for watching. We're going to stop streaming. Have a great day.